Referred to as everything from the stinking rose to an essential ingredient for life, garlic has grown in popularity over the past 30 years. Its strong flavor has been used by chefs around the world for centuries, but it fell out of favor for many years in the United States. Over the past few decades, garlic has returned to its role as a common cooking ingredient in American cuisine. One of the companies benefiting from the resurgence is the Gilroy, California-based producer and processor, Christopher Ranch. Since 1956, the family-owned business has been spreading the word about garlic.
The cool thing about working in the garlic business, garlic is fun. People have fun with garlic, and it's a little niche of a vegetable market. There's not a lot of competitors because it's not cheap to get into this market. You have to grow your own seed. There's very few buyers, so it's a very tight industry. And there's 4 or 5 other guys that we know that are in the garlic business, and that's fun. We're friendly competitors.
According to USDA, of the approximately 400 million pounds of fresh garlic sold in the United States annually, California producers were the dominant source until 2004. That year, Chinese growers who have been steadily increasing their market share since the early 90s finally moved past the 200 million pound mark in U.S. sales. Today, China controls 75% of the world's garlic production. In an attempt to keep Chinese farmers from dumping cheaper product on the U.S. market, the federal government imposed a 377% tariff on garlic imports in the mid-90s. And attempts by Chinese growers to circumvent the tariff do not sit well with American growers and processors like Christopher.
There's a tariff that was put in place. They brought in garlic through Vietnam and through Chile, through other countries to get around that. There's some new shipper review laws that if they get one shipper at 0%, then they'll all ship under the same number. Their persistence of trying to get into our market at unlawfully low prices is something that has surprised me.
Despite Chinese penetration in the market, the Christopher Ranch staff is always working to increase sales and awareness of the small vegetable. One venue has been the Gilroy Garlic Festival. Co-founded in the late 70s by Don Christopher, the company's founder, the festival now attracts more than 100,000 people each year.
The Garlic Festival was started 30 years ago to kind of promote the city of Gilroy and the fact that they brought more garlic into this city than any other place in the United States. And it just kind of steamrolled from there, where people would come to the first festival and taste the garlic and taste all the different things you can do with garlic, and it just became a fun place to be.
What began as a luncheon for food writers and chefs from around the country in 1978 has become a premier event for the industry. Activities include the crowning of a garlic queen and a cook-off where regional chefs compete for a $5,000 purse with dishes that include both garlic and another secret ingredient.
And the secret ingredients are mushrooms.
The celebration, held midway through the garlic harvest, also gives back to the community. Over the past 3 decades, the festival's volunteer equity program has donated more than $8 million to local Gilroy charities.
With the garlic and this black garlic underneath, and I don't know how they got it black.
When Don Christopher started farming more than 5 decades ago, he grew garlic on just a small portion of his operation, along with other fruits and vegetables. As Don has backed away from his role as CEO, Bill Christopher, his son, has taken over an operation that now owns 3,000 acres, rents 3,000 more, and has a line of fresh, chopped, and pickled garlic products that can be found everywhere from grocery stores to white tablecloth restaurants across the United States. Christopher Ranch proudly claims the title of the largest packer of the multi-million-dollar fresh garlic industry in the United States by processing 60 million pounds annually. Christopher Ranch employees also pack other vegetables, including bell peppers, shallots, and ginger shipped in from Hawaii. Though it's not his preference, Christopher will satisfy customer requests for less expensive Chinese products, but he includes his own warning.
When you see our Christopher Ranch label, that's just California garlic. Some of our customers will take Chinese bulbs and then take our chopped and crushed garlic in jars. So we're not going to turn the business away, but we do inform them that it is an inferior product, and let them make the choice. This is the United States. You can't make a choice if you want to buy cheaper and not as good a quality or better quality product and pay more.
To ensure the quality of the garlic coming to the processing plant, the Christopher Ranch staff closely controls every phase of production. They choose the land, supply the seed, and tell contracted landowners when to irrigate and when to harvest. The company then relies on an employment agency to find field hands to bring in the crop. When the harvest is in full swing, the 500 regular employees at the processing plant can be joined by up to 500 more seasonal workers depending on the load. Because of the opportunities and benefits offered by the company, many of the full-time employees have been with Christopher Ranch for decades.
What's the lure of staying here at Christopher Ranch? Well, we've been in business for 52 years now, and I took over from my dad the last couple years. It's a family business, so I think people kind of they feel a little bit closer to the ownership. If they have problems or things they would like to talk about, it's really easy to come to us and get things taken care of. We're also able to make decisions quicker than bigger corporations.
And Christopher remains dedicated to taking the company into the future with a vision of what markets to pursue and how to maintain what he already controls.
And now it's just about doing things better and marketing our product and just getting more information out to the consumer. Whereas before, a consumer just knew there was garlic. Now they have to know that there's California garlic and everybody else.
For Market to Market, I'm David Miller.